house, this time between NH Giants and the Filipino super family. BTK against FNOP. FNOP blue side, BTK red.
All right, breaking things down, jumping into game one in a best of three. You said there's tension in the air. There is electricity right now on how this is going to go. So much on the shoulders of Brusco, already taking a lot of damage. Might have to go back, does have some sustainability there, but still, things already getting aggressive. Now Shark getting pulled back. Should be okay. Both teams fighting out in the mid in the first 30 seconds.
Just classic Brusco walking out with that Khalid, just trying to force a trade. It is pretty unfortunate that Shark had to use the Revitalize, but again, we got to take this downtime to remind you guys that to participate in the M6 Lucky gift from 18th of November to 29th of December, join for a chance to get the Claude new Epic Skin, Challenger's Flare, and Beatrix's new M4 Epic Painter Skin Light Seeker. Do not miss out the opportunity.
Okay, so what is the goal here for BTK? Do they focus Kelra? Do they try to put down and take advantage of the Layla not having a flicker? Wait a second, a lot of damage already. King Kong trying to get the engage. Mobazane brought down to about 20%. Pulled back. Shark now in trouble as well. Bahoon gonna get involved. Very low onto Brusco. Zia locking onto Kelra. Getting a couple free shots. Wants to go for the 1v1. Decides to back off. Nobody goes down just yet.
Yeah, the push and pull from both teams. Because even Shark was mid trying to go for that footsie. Hun almost loses the passive, but Brusco might have a chance to force out the flicker from Zia. I mean, BTK really adjusting well, understanding how fast FNATIC ONIC moves around the map, so keeping the crucial resources online. But we saw how fast King Kong was in not just his clear, but arriving at the scene of potential battle.
Yeah, so many Joy players normally don't try to pop off so early, but literally once King Kong got level 4, he wanted to fight. He got in Mobazane's face, and we could tell both teams knew what the plan was. Let's go for the gold lane. Let's try to get him online first. Luckily for both teams, nobody went down just yet.
It's all about level 4. Mobazane's going to arrive at the scene first. Fried Chicken,
able to get the final slash. Super Prince goes down. Turtle now still up. King Kong trying to get involved as well. Down comes the Frigid Glacier to freeze. Locks onto Kirk. Mobazane able to get the first turtle, but now King Kong getting low as well. Mobazane pushing it back. King Kong on the run. The AOG whiffs to the side, but BTK come out on top in the first turtle fight.
And then FNOP not getting the objective, but were able to cut their losses. Both Brusco and King Kong got out with a sliver of health. It kind of feels bad. BTK felt like they could have gotten more, but still, this is a good start. Great understanding on how to take these fights. If we take out Super Fritz, then Shark is unlocked, right? No one to lift him up.
Oh, Brusco getting low once again, maybe walking into the wrong bush. Forced to back off, and BTK are taking control of the river. Before they were being a bit more lax, and it seems even now they're letting themselves fall back, but we're starting to see that confidence build.
Yeah, I do love this. Very good discipline. We even talk about the Fried Chicken's special Arlet pick, right? A great setup. That's kind of how they won against S2G. So BTK, good understanding. Fried Chicken might be ganked out bot, but they jump on him.
Fried Chicken low, trying to maybe get away, gets the final slash, able to get under the tower. Gets the kill on King Kong. A nice trade for the side of BTK.
They had to brace my heel at the end, actually keep him alive. Topside, Zia.
Ooh, Zia able to flicker, the Sandstorm, the kill. Zia goes down. It's a bloodbath right now, 2-2, and gold still nil.
Actually in an even state, and Mobazane able to get a hit because King Kong went down to try and take out Fried Chicken. So Mobazane a lot more comfortable with this minor lead that he's gotten. Half a minute more until the turtle comes up. BTK is all about that mid control, right? We clear up mid first, we free up Shark, and if Fried Chicken can join the turtle fight, rinse and repeat. Flicker is coming back up for the Arlet. If you can catch Super Frizz and blow him up one more time, BTK can get a hit.
Yeah, Fried Chicken's got to be careful on that boss side. I mean, all of BTK, I feel like both teams are focusing so hard right now onto these offlanes. We're seeing the attacks in the gold. We're seeing the attacks on the EXP, but BTK, on the other hand, keeping it a little bit more mid-focused here. They want to go for these neutral objectives. They want to make sure they're ready for this next turtle.
Eventually, BTK will have to start thinking about how to deal with the late up, but right now, turtle fight.
Hoon taking a little bit of damage. Fried Chicken gonna get involved. A lot of damage on Brusco. Brusco goes down. Mobazane able to get the kill. Kirk in the backside with the Earth Shatter. Hoon might just be in trouble, but he still doesn't go down with just a pixel of health. He finally falls back, gets the thing, but Mobazane does get the kill onto Kirk. It's 2 down for the side of FNATIC ONIC, PH, and BTK with all 5.
2 more kills, and 1 went over to mlbb. So mlbb is now 2-0, gets the second turtle, continuing to try and accelerate the game phase. But at the end of the day, FNATIC ONIC Philippines didn't really lose much. They lost an objective, they dropped a couple of members, but no sizable lead for BTK.
Oh, mlbb getting aggressive now, pushing back onto Super Prince. Shark, Zia up in the top side. If they can clear that tower as soon as possible, you can start getting Zia involved into these fights as well. King Kong doesn't let anything slow him down, man. He is all over the map. The confidence from FNATIC ONIC, even with being behind in kills, the gold deficit has not escaped them. Even with losing 2 turtles, FNATIC ONIC is still so much in this game.
Absolutely. At one point before the second turtle, mlbb was ahead in experience. King Kong not only caught up, but exceeded that, right? King Kong is now ahead in XP because he did take a bottom wave after 5 minutes, so the penalty on the jungler restriction has been lifted as well. So FNATIC ONIC Philippines really maximizing whatever resources that they can get for King Kong, because they know once this game goes late, fried chicken though.
A little bit of damage on to Kirk there. Frigid Glacier does come down, does not connect onto anybody. And I love what you said. FNATIC ONIC has been sending all 4 members up to the top side of the map, and King Kong has just been getting free farm on his own jungle plus the EXP lane, which has been helping him out a bunch. And now BTK are starting to take a page out of that, send the rest of their team up top, and have mlbb farm that EXP lane as well. Kelra finally getting the first tower of this match.
The only difference is that FNOP moves just moves faster than BTK. With Khalid, with Joy, it's so hard for BTK to keep up. They are trying their best, but sometimes you have to spend an ability or 2. Losing that top tier 1 frees up Kelra to now farm everywhere else across the map, and Zia, he's having a rough time.
mlbb might be in a bad spot. Kirk gonna show up as well, gets a flicker in, looking for the Earth Shatter. mlbb able to sidestep, but it's too much damage. The electrifying beats. mlbb tries to get the outplay, but he falls. He goes down, and King Kong reigns supreme.
So close. Went into the Immortal form for the crowd control immunity. He just needed 1 more turret shot to help him out, but still BTK not really falling behind. 3rd turtle on the board. mlbb still dead for 5 seconds. FNOP though, they're gonna focus on taking away the jungle, so King Kong will just tax that purple buff.
Yeah, we got tower for tower in the top side now. Zia finally going to be able to get involved in this. He's 0-1-1, but Kelra hasn't taken a single death. He hasn't even stepped a foot into any of these big fights just yet, just buying time, farming, because that's what you would do on the Layla.
You look at the positioning of FNOP, look at where Super Prince is, mid-side. Thinking for a fight, not just yet. Again, push and pull from both teams. FNOP definitely have a better position, starting to threaten mlbb as well. You don't want to be in range of that lantern.
Yeah, Super Prince. I mean, this is why the Jushin gets banned so much. But Super Prince also has to be careful. If you step just a little bit too far on that top side, you are alone. In comes the big sandstorm, trying to get the flicker on mlbb. Brusco goes down. Zia able to get the kill. FNATIC ONIC now backing up. Super Prince pops the Leonard Flare. Not enough. Big final slash. mlbb able to get the turtle. The knockup from Kirk. Shark now trying to lock on. Super Prince backing up, but BTK have claimed the ground once again.
Very good initiative from BTK. Another flicker final slash to try and catch Super Prince, but this time saved by Kirk with that 2-man Earth Shatter. If not, they might just end up losing that Jushin once again. BTK, sure, all 3 turtles going their way, but still FNOP not really falling behind. King Kong just hit that Holy Crystal in 8.5 minutes, and Kelra is just untouched.
We are down the wire right now. A lot of damage from mlbb. Kelra forced to back off. White Chicken trying to get involved as well. Hoon showing up to the party. Brusco has been taken down a few times. Does lock on a White Chicken. Wait, nice final slash. Super Prince in trouble. Super Prince low. White Chicken able to get the Zill. No. mlbb snipes him out. That puts mlbb at 3-1-2 right now. Finally trying to break that 1K gold lead.
And ended up trading a purple buff once more. King Kong, every single time when he sees mlbb on the map, he's going to start taxing his jungle. So second purple buff that mlbb will not be able to claim, and you can see the XP lead starting to build. King Kong 1 level ahead of mlbb with 50 seconds to the next lord. BTK got to start thinking about when this game goes late, how do we deal with King Kong, but most importantly, how do we get to Kelra on this Layla, because Malefic Gun is going to eventually be an item choice, and he's going to max out his range at level 12.
I mean, we don't see the Layla very often. We just got the Berserker's Fury locked in. At what point Does it become a major stress point? Wait a second, Final Slash does lock on. BTK, though, just testing the waters. But what point will Kelra really be the ultimate threat here?
Level 12 plus Malefic Gun. Level 12 onwards, right? Because you max out your ultimate level, so max range benefits for not just his abilities, but your attack range, and then the Malefic Gun adds on another 10-15%. You are going to outrange not just Bruno, but it's everyone else in BTK.
Nobody's matching the range of Layla. The gun, I mean, it's literally her gun, right? It's her weapon of choice. You can't lose in the Land of Dawn with your own weapon, but a lot of damage lands on a Brusco once again. Has to pop the Quicksand Guard. Lord down to about 70-60%. Super Friends holding the front line, pulling Fried Chicken back. He's forced to use a flicker. Out comes the big gun. Does not connect. Mobazane around the side. Kirk able to take the Lord. Shark brings out the AOG. But FNATIC ONIC pushes them back so well. We don't even need to take a kill. We came what we got for.
It was just Super Friends and Kirk walking forward. Everyone else, King Kong, Kelra, working on the Lord. Good attempt from Mobazane, but ended up losing that objective over to Kirk, who somehow secured it with the Primal Wrath. I mean, BTK, they can definitely defend this, right? Even with this Lord take, it is still an even game. And I gotta say, BTK, they played this macro pretty well. They're not overextending. They're just testing the waters with FNATIC ONIC Philippines, but now they defend.
Kirk gets a knock up on a Fried Chicken. Shark gets pulled back. Big hits. Shark in trouble. Kirk pops the ultimate. Final Slash does land on a Kirk, but Shark still goes down the freeze. The connection. Kirk taken out as well. It's a 1-for-1 right now. Down to the bot side. Mobazane comes in, but King Kong's too much of a threat. Mobazane has to back off, and the Lord is still marching in.
Looking at the network for FNATIC ONIC Philippines, no sizable lead. Lord will be taken care of mid-side.
Look at the damage! Mobazane off the map. FNATIC ONIC now encroaching onto the base, bringing destruction along with them.
King Kong staying true to his words. He says he wants to fight Mobazane, but he's not even part of that fight. The rest of his team is taking care of Mobazane for him. And FNATIC ONIC Philippines off of one Lord gets themselves close to a 2k goal advantage, and now that Malefic Gun. Kelra has gotten the signature weapon for the Layla. Everything falling back into place. 12 minutes into the game. This is where it might get a bit scary for BTK. We've seen a couple of times they go for that engage, flicker Final Slash, but not every time converts into a lead for BTK. So you add on the extra range that FNOP has in their arsenal, BTK gotta be a bit more strategic with that approach.
You know, FNATIC ONIC played this so well in the beginning. They knew that maybe they couldn't take these big fights. Even at that first Lord, they couldn't exactly force a big fight. They knew it might cause them to lose. But as long as they could zone BTK back, and then throughout the whole early game, it was just kind of, they rubber band around the wall. They're doing the ropey dope, right?
Yeah.
They're letting BTK kind of waste the energy, not forcing any major fights, keep the goal at a standstill. And once we get online, it is time to push. And now BTK, they're tired out, man. Their arms are down. They can't keep their fist up to block their face, and FNATIC ONIC is punching.
Both teams playing it like it's a marathon, and that's exactly how you approach the game. Honestly, very impressed with what you just mentioned, Trex, because a lot of the teams in the Swiss stage so far, they ended up forcing unnecessary fights, but not these two teams, right? They're tangling with one another. They're trying to look for those small weakness points, trying to get the read, and I wouldn't say that any of them folded. It's more of who creates the better opportunity, and obviously it's FNOP off of one Lord take, but it didn't do too much of a damage to BTK. They can still contest. This second Lord will be very important.
Yeah, I think what's big for BTK right here is don't overextend it. If you can get Kelra, get it. But Shark keeps on hanging out on this front side and getting hit by that lantern, right? And keeps getting chipped down, but wait a second. Brusco brings the engage, and King Kong into the backside with the electrifying beats. But Zia able to put out the damage. Fried Chicken goes down. Zia finds King Kong, but now Zia falls to Kelra. The guns are out. They're exploding, and members of BTK are dropping. Mobazane and Shark back to the base as Kelra just pushes them away.
King Kong might have went down, but we didn't get to talk much about the war cry, right? Extra damage, so it's all about numbers. We might have Bloodthirsty King, but FNOP have a Bloodthirsty King Kong.
At this point, the tower is falling. BTK's in shambles. It's a 2k gold lead over to FNATIC ONIC. They're going to move back. They're going to go for the Lord. They're going to take their time with this.
The positioning for King Kong has been superb. He just walks up with the electrifying beast, takes out half 50% HP for 3 members of BTK. This could be a Hail Mary attempt. Mobazane needs to make the steal of his life, but FNATIC ONIC Philippines will not even give them any opportunity to even go for a 50-50. That coin flip for FNOP is unnecessary. They can wait for as long as they want.
Yeah, it's definitely full advantage to FNATIC ONIC PH right now. And look at them waiting. They know BTK is going to come. Brusco, the rest of the team, they're like, we're not even rushing this. We know you guys are going to come to us right now. Shark's going to look for it. Mobazane and team are going to look for it. And FNATIC ONIC have the trap ready.
The bottom wave is pushing it in favor of FNATIC ONIC as well. So eventually, BTK will have to deal with that wave.
Conceal play. Brusco looking for a target here. BTK maybe a little too grouped up, concealed from BTK as well, but Super Friends able to expose them all. Bring back Shark. Out comes the Earth Shatter. Shark down to about half health as Kelra just continues to chip away at the Lord, waiting for BTK to do something about it.
This is Lord for FNOP. Nothing that BTK can do. The best course of action is to try and defend against this siege. At least keep one inhibitor alive by the end of it, even though it is a massive ask right now for BTK.
Oh, BOD for Kelra. That's even more. More damage.
Even more damage.
We don't need a rose gold.
Yeah.
We don't need anything crazy like a defensive item, no immortality. You'll never get to me.
You never get to Kelra. You have to get through everyone else before Kelra even becomes a point of consideration. He even has Flicker, right? I don't think I've seen Kelra Flicker the entire game.
All right, BTK now on the defensive as FNATIC ONIC break through the front walls. The Kings looking to survive out this game. We're 16 minutes in as Brusco looks for the engage. The damage from Kelra, just so much at such a long range right now.
And respect Zia's damage as well. So they did accomplish what I hope they could, which is keep at least one inhibitor alive. They lost the bottom one because King Kong was escorting that wave, but if they can clear out this wave, I think BTK has a good chance.
I thought that was Kelra, but it wasn't. He flicked back. That was the first flicker of the game, and a lot of damage on him. Mobazane, the AOG comes out, but it's defensive. Fly Chicken in trouble. Forced to go back. Super Prince low as well. Zia able to get the hit. Will it be enough to turn the tables, though? Kirk now forced to back off. All inhibitors have dropped. FNATIC ONIC don't care if we lose one. We got all your towers.
The gold standard with the golden reaction. You don't even see it. If you blink it, you miss it. They do lose Super Friends, but the payoff was more than worth it. All three inhibitors down. BTK put on the back foot. I'm looking at the winner prediction. It's just 8% for BTK, but they're going to try to get as much map advantage as they can. King Kong, though, watch out for this man. He's coming in of an off angle.
BTK able to claim some ground there. They use the conceal just to get themselves back on the map, take a tower. You know, if they were able to take that top inhibitor, at least the Lord would have been on bottom side and their long lane wouldn't have been extremely pressured. But now with no inhibitors, it is trouble. And look at King Kong's positioning right now.
Yeah, King Kong can do whatever he wants. Like BTK, you gotta recall right now to deal with that wave. King Kong is still staying. There's a good chance that this becomes the undoing of BTK. Of course, they see that. So right now, you are forced to defend your base, and you concede the entire map to FNOP. They can do whatever they want. Brusco can park himself topside. King Kong can wait near the Lord. The war is their oyster.
Yeah, they just, I mean, at this point, BTK's hope is that Hail Mary play, right?
Yeah.
They need a crazy final slash. They need a crazy AOG. But FNATIC ONIC OP is OP. They don't make many mistakes, man. They're not going to leave many openings. You got to meet them head on, and that's going to be tough for BTK.
Even for teams that have drawn blood from FNOP, I'm thinking of a good example, but honestly, Aurora is probably my closest one. Even that wasn't easy, right? Aurora was taking the fight to FNOP in that MPLPH finals. The BTK, they have been trying, but clearly they have been losing ground. This dance can go on forever, and it will never benefit BTK. Yeah,
well, here's the thing, right? It is at 18.5 minutes. Gold is getting to that, peak point where items will start maxing out. They'll start getting to the juggling phase.
Yep.
But it needs to come a little bit sooner for BTK because, as you said, FNATIC ONIC, they can just play with this Lord. They can hang out. That long lane on top side's going to push, but BTK might have to force the issue. And this is a concealed play to maybe try to do it. They find no one, though. Mobazane, it's going to come down to the 50-50 retry at this point.
FNOP are going to look for a fight. They just saw Zia on the map. They're going to look for the Lord. What are they going to do, BTK? Is this that Hail Mary attempt? Both marksmen have sold their boots. GDS for Kelra, so once he drops that big laser, he's going to run straight at BTK.
And they got to go to top side. Zia going to try to clear wave. And at this point, FNATIC ONIC's going to start rushing this Lord. You can see King Kong. You can see Kelra. Shark hiding out in the tri-bush. Mobazane there as well. Zia might be too late to this party, though.
He has to somehow walk out forward. That top wave will hold just for a while. And King Kong, he's just baiting mlbb, getting teased. Here we go.
Earth Shatter does connect on to mlbb. mlbb a little bit of trouble trying to dash through, trying to look for it. mlbb takes it, but it may be there undoing. FNATIC ONIC now on the prowl. They know what they gotta do. We gotta clear these three. The big flicker from Brusco doing the damage. The Frigid Glacier trying to defend, but King Kong finds Shark. Zia will be next, and FNATIC ONIC Philippines take game number 1.
And that is how...
Welcome